Okay, so we're here today with Joe Tracini, who is playing Buttons in the Wolverhampton Grand pantomime Cinderella. He's starring alongside Julian Clary and Nicky Evans. Okay, so hi Joe, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Again.
Hi, hello.
So Joe, you're best known for playing, at the moment at least, for playing Dennis in Hollyoaks.
Yes.
How are those final few months shaping up on the show for you as an actor and for the character as well?
Really good. I've loved it there. I mean, I've been there for 3 years. Well, it will be by the time I go. And I decided in the last year that this would be my last year, and it's been my busiest year that I've had there. And I just thought, I think if you don't take risks in this business, then you're probably going to end up being unhappy at some point. And I'm very fortunate to be able to go to work every day and get paid to do what I love to do. And I just thought I'd like to go and give something else a go. Because they've been fantastic to me at Hollyoaks, they really have. And I'm going to miss it when I go. But no, and it's for the character, it's looking really good. There's some great storylines up to me going.
Where the exit.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing it because there's quite a lot going on, so I'm excited.
Brilliant. And now obviously there's quite a high mortality rate on that show.
Very much so.
And there's also a bit of a murder mystery going on at the moment.
There is.
So, do you know if the door's being left open for a return, or is that veiled in secrecy?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I can't tell you. It might be, it might not be. I don't know. Jambo might come back and hit me with a shovel. I don't know.
Well, I think anything can happen on Hollyoaks.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
wait and see kind of situation.
I might morph into Ben Mitchell in EastEnders. It'd be really a crossover. Like when the Flintstones met the Jetsons or whatever again.
Well, I've heard he's coming back, so, you know, could this be an exclusive? Okay, well, anyway, your first gig, so to speak, after Hollyoaks is obviously going to be here in Wolverhampton.
Yes.
In Cinderella, so how are you feeling about that?
I can't wait. Panto is my favourite time of the year anyway. I've been doing it a long time and I love it. And Buttons is my favourite part to play. I played loads of them,
yeah.
But I like Buttons because he's very much like me. We both just walk about in the friend zone all the time. All the time. We've both got enough friends.
Don't
need any more friends. Please don't tweet me that you want to be my best friend. That's great. I've got like 6. I'm fine. I've got enough. Don't need it. So yeah, and also you can muck about and you can have fun, which I think is really important in Panto. When you've got a family audience, predominantly children, you've got to have fun because kids will tell you if kids aren't having a good time or if kids think something, they will always tell you. I'm sure most people have learned that the hard way. So, but particularly if they're in an audience environment, if they don't like it, they'll tell you. Yeah. So you've got to have fun because if you don't, they won't.
It's kind of the ultimate comedic playground then.
Absolutely, not half.
Okay, now I'm sure nobody else has drawn attention to this whatsoever.
Yeah.
But you are following in some very familiar footsteps.
Yes.
Here at the Grand, as your dad headlined last year's Panto.
He did.
How's that for you? Is he giving you any particular advice or warnings? Or?
Yeah, it's just normal advice. Just don't do that in the sink, is what he always said. But no, I came to see the show last year and it was brilliant. And I've never worked in the Midlands before, so I'm pleased to be coming here. And yeah, no, I know Dad had a great time last year, and I've heard there's a Nando's. And that
I think
that I'm pretty sure there's an Nando's in the Garcia.
There's a fish and chip shop on the same street as here.
That's fine.
That's about as far as Wolverhampton goes to. Now we touched upon Buttons, as you said.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the character? Obviously, as you said, you've brought a lot of comedy and warmth to Hollyoaks.
Yeah.
Is Buttons a similar kind of role? Does he perform a similar function in the show?
Exactly the same function. I think what Buttons is his pathos, and he gives it heart, and it's and I think Buttons is the normal one in it. Everyone else, Buttons and Cinders are the 2 normal ones. Buttons particularly is the one that you can relate to. So he sort of takes the story through. I think you sort of see it through what Buttons is looking at really, because everything's a little bit crazy. It's all magical. It's all fantastics. Fantastics, I made up a word then. And Buttons is just a normal bloke. He's just a bit of an idiot. So yeah, I think that there's that admirable sort of relationship with the audience straight away. He's also the one that talks to the audience more than anybody else.
Okay. Now, what some people might not know is that you're also quite an accomplished singer and magician.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Do we get to see any of that in the show?
In Magic in the Show, hopefully, if there's room for it. I can show you some now if you want.
Go ahead, dude.
If you want, I thought someone might ask.
Oh,
Right, like that. I'll do it. She'll do it like that. There. Okay, right. So, what you got to do, Carl, is pick a card. Is that what this is working?
Yeah,
I'll pick one.
Okay.
Right, look at it. Right, show that there. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
Right, now you put it back in there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is hopefully. Right, now this might not work. I'm going to try and get it in your frame. Hopefully it will.
Okay.
Hey, there, that. Good. I gave up my shoulder to learn to do that.
Brilliant. I'm not sure that would work on stage though. I think you might have to go a
bit much, just massive cards and get some much bigger hands to do it for me. Yeah.
So you're certainly a very capable and experienced Panto company this year with Mr. Julian Clary. That must be quite exciting.
Yeah, I worked with him once before, about 5 years ago, down south, doing this, and he's lovely. And when I first sort of walked into the room with him 5 years ago, I was like, "That's Julian Clary.
Yeah.
What do? I can't be funny around you." So the easy way around that was I just wasn't funny around him. But what's good is we work quite well together in Panto. Quite a lot of times you get two people doing comedy in Panto, they cross over and they sort of tread on each other's toes. But Julian does what Julian does, and he does it better than anybody else in the world. So there's no way I can infringe on that. Yeah. Julian does what he does, I'll do what I do. And also what's exciting is normally we don't talk in the show. Dantini and Buttons never ever meet, but we do. We've written this time that we've got some stuff to do together, which I'm really excited about, because it's Julian Clary.
Exactly. Okay, and obviously, as well as Julian, you have the lovely Alice Baker.
Yes.
As Cinderella. Was it the first time you met her today?
Met today.
Brilliant.
Met today with a massive dress.
She looked fabulous, and she's lovely. I've just had a chat with her. But pushing Alice aside as politely as possible, who in Joe's world, who would you pick as your ultimate fairy tale Cinderella?
Well on you.
On the spot.
Hang on. Right, is it just me or does it smell like dog food in here for a start?
I just got away for that, yeah.
It does, right.
Well, we're having food in a while, so that's not a very encouraging sign.
Not good news. do come and stay at the hotel. Right, who would... it's got to be someone small. Right, Anna Kendrick. Do you know Anna Kendrick?
Yes, I do. Brilliant.
Anna
Up
Kendrick.
in the air. She's brilliant.
Yes,
Twilight, yeah.
Anna Kendrick. All day long.
We'll put a picture on, there'll be a picture coming on now.
That was Anna Kendrick.
That was Anna Kendrick. Okay. And finally... what would you say to anybody who's here in the Midlands or beyond, who are perhaps doing their Panto shopping, having a look for which one to go to this year?
Yeah.
What would you say as to why Cinderella is the one to go and see?
One, it's the best pantomime anyway. Regardless of who you got in it, it's the best story, and it's got the most heart. Julian has been doing this for a long time, and there's nobody funnier than him. There really isn't. He is fantastic, and he works his little backside off. I have also been doing it a long time, and I'm slightly inconsistent, but I will still give it me all and try my best. It's the biggest production of Cinderella in the country. There's not a bigger one. So if you're knocking about and you want to come and see something, we will be working really hard twice a day. So it's worth coming to have a look, because it'll be worth your money, I promise. And if not, I'll give you a cuddle. I don't know if that's a surprise.
He'll add you on Twitter. He'll add a new friend.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Okay, well, thank you ever so much, Joe. It's been lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. All the best for the band.
Pleasure, mate. Thank you very much.